The Indian Prime Minister has called an emergency cabinet meeting to try to save the Commonwealth Games due to open in New Delhi next week. The event has suffered a succession of mishaps, from corruption allegations to accidents. Thousands of New Delhi's slum dwellers have also been forcibly removed from the city. Let's get more on that story now and talk to Ranjit Abigan from the National Association of Street Vendors of India. It's an advocacy group which campaigns for the urban poor. Have the urban poor benefited at all from these games?
Certainly not. They are passing through a harrowing and miserable time. Police officials, government officials, civic bodies officials, they all are chasing them. They have lost their livelihoods. They are in utter social insecurity. They are being chased away, their wares are being thrown away, and they are being threatened not to return to this national capital territory of Delhi.
But what happened? Because the government promised in its master plan to clean up the city and move slum dwellers to proper housing. Why has that not happened?
The basic thing is government hasn't developed any inclusive planning for city development or any mega event like Commonwealth Games. Government talks much about inclusive growth, but its real programs and actions are throwing away people to the brink. Urban poor in Delhi, particularly street vendors, are running from pillar to post in search of livelihood options, in search of housing facilities, and this Commonwealth game has turned out to be a big joke with the lives of common people of Delhi.
So obviously their lives have been badly affected, but how are they feeling about the response to what's happening in their country? Is there a sense of, I mean, clearly anger, but is there a sense of embarrassment as well at what's going on? And the sort of image that the government is portraying?
Yeah, of course, any country can take pride in hosting such mega event. But the question is whether the poor people of this country should have the equal stake in any project of development, in any project of nation image building. Unfortunately, the government of India talks about brand India, talks about national image building, but urban poor, particularly street vendors and squatters, don't matter at all.
Okay, and what can urban dwellers do? I read a quote of somebody working, one of the NGOs working there, and they said that the government is actually building up a pool of violence. Are you going to see any form of civil unrest, do you think?
No, they are being organized. They are being organized by many civil society groups, by many working class organizations, by many trade unions. Of course, the way urban poor are being dealt with, it will have serious repercussions after game for government.
Thank you very much for talking to Al Jazeera live from New Delhi. Let's go back to Shakuntala Shantaran in Kuala Lumpur now for more news from Asia.
Thanks, Jane. Well, at least 33 people have been killed from flooding and landslides caused by Typhoon Fanapi in southern China. It hit Fujian province on Monday, but most of the destruction has been in neighboring Guangdong. The storm has now passed, but heavy rains are expected to continue. 78,000 people have been forced to evacuate.